Hey guys, this is Great Case Angel, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play God of War. Where we last left off, we had finished the challenge of Poseidon, as well as getting through the fair majority of the challenge of Hades. We are 3 hours and 41 minutes into the game. We're, of course, like I said before, we're way behind schedule, but I think we can finish in 5 hours. And we're at this area where it's basically ceiling fans of bladed doom. We're gonna die. Probably a lot. But we're almost done with the challenge of Hades. There's actually a boss coming up. The second one in the game, actually. And then we're gonna be pretty much done for the main area of Pandora. Pandora's Temple. Now, you see these spinning blades of doom. We can actually jump over here, which kind of like skips that whole area, and there's this nice little chest here. I think it might hold a phoenix feather. And it does. So here we have max magic now. So obviously our goal is going to be to survive. So you don't want to see me do this time after time after time. Now, I could jump over there. If I wouldn't have fallen, we would have survived. Let's repeat this without falling. Damn it, Kratos. Damn it. Get up. I don't see how we could die from falling that distance, but hey, whatever. If the game says we die, the game says we die. Alright. Slowly walk across. Now you could make an attempt to jump over this to the other side. But I would strongly just encourage it. Ooh, that one was a close one. That one was close too. Don't fall, Kratos. Do not fall. And there we go. Our goal is to get onto that flat platform there. I don't actually know if there's anything over here. There is. If I don't die, I think we might actually get this on the second try. Okay, wait for that blade thing of death to go. Wait for that one. And that one. Ooh. We almost fell, but we didn't. Wait for this one. Oh, that was close. That was too close for comfort. Now there is something, like you could see, there's this beam that we can go across, and then there'll be one to our right. But since we already maxed out everything, we really don't need to worry about it. Just gonna slide down. And then just follow our way back, and we're actually going to be facing the next boss. Through here, I do believe. I'm gonna open this to open that door we saw earlier. But something big on the other side is wanting out. point? There should be a save point right here. We could save, but there's no point in it since we're not going to die. And we're doing pretty good on health. And we're only about 5 minutes into this episode, so we're going to beat the next boss. There are huge clues as to what we're going to be fighting next, right there. If you take a good look at that door, you ought to see a nice little symbol as to what we're going to be fighting. I'll give you guys a few seconds to figure it out. Time's up. You can keep this thing on its toes by using the Plume of Prometheus. And then when it does that, it goes into this little mini game. You have to rotate the analog stick. So if you suck at the Gorgon killing, if you hate those little mini games, you're gonna hate this boss fight. I hate it just as well. Because if you do it wrong, you gotta do it over. If you do it right, like that, you become stunned. I don't know if it lasts any, amount of time, but you should have enough time to run all the way here and pull the switch. You launch a flaming log at him, and as you can see, it damages his armor. And then the thing comes running, barreling at you. You just hit him once and he'll run all the way back. And you can just push him back with the Plume of Prometheus until once again you get to do the minigame. And I'm probably not going to do this perfectly, so wow. 2 times in a row. I never get that good. I think it takes 3 hits to break his armor completely. And then it's just all down there from there. Man, he's just one gangly looking thing. And I didn't jump in time. Sorry, didn't get me that time. And I think you just break his armor at this point. Ouch. He can spit fire. And then you just work his HP down. Oh wow. And now you just finish him off. Usually I'm up here when he's broken his armor, so eh. It's easier when you're up here because you just wail on him until his HP's gone. He really doesn't have much attacks. Yep. And the giant Minotaur is dead. And claim our prize before it all disappears. Alright, and you go in here. And we're on our way to get the next skull that we need. My question is, how the hell does that thing fit behind those doors? Even to the point where it can ram the door open. I mean, there's really not any room, but hey. It's a game we're talking about. Do I really need to, you know, break it down? Now this is one of the cooler places. I like the decor. Some magic would be nice. I think that's all we need. Alright. My second son, my last, has followed his brother to the Elysian fields. That's right, Elysian fields. In my heart I know I must continue the work of the gods. But they take so much, and at last my soul begins to doubt. Pathos Verdes the Third. Really, I would have suspected that after the first son that died, you know? And it's deja vu all over again. You have acquired the architect's son's head. This time, however, no secret passages open. We must go back. Bit of backtracking. It would have been cool if they would have done some kind of secret passage, but yeah. No such luck this time around. However, we are about to gain our next magic. Well, our final magic.
Lord Hades. Your progress is impressive, Kratos. But your skills will not carry you to your ultimate goal. I offer you the souls of Hades itself. The souls of the dead, who stand ready to fight by your side. Take this weapon, Kratos. Take this power, and use it to defeat your enemies.
You have acquired the Army of Hades. It's a pretty cool thing, but it's really not worth using. I mean, it's interesting, but again, I just think it doesn't really do much. I'd just as soon use the Poseidon's Rage to crush my enemies, really. It's far more effective and you get a lot more control over it.
In the name of Olympus.
Thank you. And now we can work our way through the final thing of the Rings of Pandora. Do I need health? No, I need magic. Oh, and we can get into the Muse Room now. Alright, you find the, I think the door's this way, actually. Yes, it is. I've seen one of those before, and you should too. Now what should happen... No, get out of there. We should have the ability... I bet we have to move this around. We have the ability to move the Rings of Pandora. And we had to align them. And actually it goes... Can't I go the other way? I guess not. Well, we pretty much have to align them. And then I think once we align them, we'll have the ability to align the final ring, which gives us the ability to go to the Muse Room. I think we have to turn this one too. Keep going. Just keep turning. And now when we go through here, we should be able to find that thing. Here we go. Alright, that's at the challenge of Atlas. We need to find the Muse Room. Which means we're going to probably have to spin this around 2 more times. Because the next room is going to be that room with the save point, which is the correct room we had to reach. So, oh, that's the entrance. The room with the spiky walls of death. There we go. Now you guys get to see what's in here. Do you want to use the Muse keys? Yes. Alright, we get some red orb chests. Zeus bestows on you the gift of health. May your enemies tremble before your newly acquired strength. Now, I do believe that this is the max amount of stuff you can acquire. Zeus bestows upon you the gift of magic. May your enemies cower before your newly acquired power. I want to say that without this room, where our magic and health was before is the maximum. But with this new stuff, this is the most. And this, the power of red orbs. Zeus bestows on you the gift of experience. May your abilities grow beyond the reach of any mortal or beast. I think it fills up like 20 or 30 of them. Oh, I guess not. Well, that was nothing. While the gods have hidden Pandora's box well, they are not without mercy. Use these magical sands, gifts from the Olympians. to increase your chances of reaching your goal. Pathos Verdes III, chief architect and loyal subject of the gods. And he's just being played by a fool. Alright, let's power this up. I think it goes to max at level 3. Most magic in God of War games only go to level 3. That's what I thought. And then I guess we can just start powering up. Nothing else. We're good. Alright, now we're just gonna move this back to the room with the other identical looking diamond thing. And of course we gotta go all in a circle. Sorry about that, you guys. I wish you could turn it the other way. I mean, it's gears, it should work like that. But once we get that, we'll be done with the Rings of Pandora. And we'll be moving on to one of the final areas of the game before we acquire Pandora's box. And not too much further after that, we'll be beating the game. So that's pretty cool. There's the entrance. Around and round we go. When we stop, only I know. And we stop there. Okay, let me think. Everything has been lined up, I believe. Yes, everything has lined up at this point. Now all we have to do is use that one thing oh, of course, we gotta kill things. I guess there's a last-ditch effort to keep us from getting it. Sadly, it failed. Just push this together and watch the magic. Now you're gonna notice something that I found suspicious. Just as soon as we get to this newly found tower that we've built, revealed rather, I have a bit of an issue with the cutscene we just watched. I mean, it's really cool, it's nifty, but ultimately it's flawed in a very obvious way.
Your progress is impressive, Kratos. But be warned. Once you ascend to the upper levels of the temple, you will not be able to return without Pandora's box.
Yeah. Up we go.
As Kratos rose through the massive temple constructed to guard Pandora's box, he realized it was a monument not only to the gods of Olympus, but to the madness of the mortal who had designed it. He'd conquered the lower floors of Pandora's temple, but what lay in wait above would test even the greatest warrior.
Okay. Now, when this little statue thing rose, it was facing out from Pandora's temple. Like, out back the way we came when we first entered. Now look where the hands are going to be taking us. Either what we're going on is a floating rock in the sky, or they messed up. Oh boy. My most hated enemy in the entire game. Satyrs. Frickin' nuisances. They're worse than Minotaurs. They're worse than Gorgons. They're worse than everything else in the entire game. Come here. The little scepter things that they fight with suck. But you don't fight too many of them all together.
Kratos had been in service to the gods long enough to know the Harpy had been sent as a warning, a reminder from his former master of the decision that had cost Kratos everything. Had it been that long since he'd almost met his end at the hands of the barbarians? That long since he'd traded everything to save himself?
Ares!
The sky split apart, and the god of war stepped through. Descending from Olympus, he saw the makings of a god in a mere mortal. Ares would save Kratos. He would turn him into the perfect warrior, his servant on Earth. Only a simple pledge of loyalty was required.
My life is yours, Ares. From this day, I shall carry forth your will.
And his fate was sealed. As promised, Ares rescued his new disciple, bringing forth the power of a god, destroying those who would slaughter Kratos and his men. As for Kratos, no mere sword and shield would befit the newest servant of the god of war. The blades of chaos, forged in the foulest depths of Hades. Once attached, the chains remained so, chained and seared to the flesh, a part of the bearer's body, a permanent reminder of Kratos' pledge. In return, ultimate power. The rage of Ares exploded from within. But soon, he would learn the true cost of such power. A cost too high, even for Kratos to pay.
Wretched beast! I know who it is you serve.
Return to your master. Tell the god of war I am his no longer. Tell him he is not safe while I walk the earth. I will find Pandora's box. And I will use it to see him tremble and fall before me.
Oh yeah. They've got some troubled pasts. Alright. The final area of Pandora before we get the actual box. The cliffs of madness lie before you. In my grieving, I fear I may have designed a maze with no true way out. If I am right, may the cruel, uncaring gods show you the way. Pathos Verdes III, once loyal subject of the gods. Well, he's gone insane. Here's some red orbs, which really we don't need at this point. I mean, we can power up some stuff, but it's really, yeah. Why bother? Gain our magic back, because that's really more important than health. Since I don't think any enemy's going to be able to kill us at this point. And we've pretty much hit the end of this episode, so we're going to save, and next time we're going to tackle the Cliffs of Madness. We're getting so close to Pandora's box, I can smell it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Grey Case Angel. I will see you guys here on the next exciting episode of Let's Play God of War. Later.